Hello everyone, happy Friday. Hope you're having a great week and that you've had a great week and a great day. Here in Northwest Indiana, we got some snow yesterday and last night, so it's been an interesting couple of days with the snow and everything like that. So yeah. This week, I wanted to talk about what is my job. So what am I as an insurance agent, and what do we do other than sell insurance, and what are some things that are important? What are some things you should look for in an agent? Things like that. So first off, I am an independent agent. What that means is that I do not represent just one insurance company. We represent many, and that I don't work for an insurance company. I work for my clients. So I tell everybody that I don't work for the insurance company, I work for you. So my job is to help you and be on, I don't want to say on your side, but to be there with you side by side to go through whatever it might be. And that I feel like that's super important because as an independent agent and representing more than just one company, we can look at you as a whole, and all of the things I kind of talked about today will kind of intermix. So not just those four topics or those four things. They'll kind of intermix, meaning, my job, as I say that, is to learn about you. And every insurance company likes or insures different things. So it might be depending on if we're talking about business. Some insurance companies might not like X or a Y business, or somebody might be better priced and with certain type of business, or a certain area, or a certain age group, or something like that, where we know somebody might be more competitive. So a lot of it is knowing the client, but also having the ability and opportunity to kind of look at it like a puzzle and piece everything together necessarily, right? So it might just not be with one company, depending on the size of what we're working on, but to be able to help you in all facets of your life, from the beginning to end, or things like that. And so me as an agent, I can be there to help you with that, whether it is a renter's policy or a homeowner's, or anything like that. So what are some advantages to having somebody like me? Well, first off, we are people, meaning I'm a live person. So when you are an insured of mine, you get me. So if you have an email or a question or anything like that, most likely, if and when I'm in the office, I'm going to be the one that's going to respond to that. If you have something happen, or a claim or something like that, and you have a question, you're going to be able to call our office and speak with me, or if I'm not in, one of the agents, to talk to somebody. And today, as we all know, that is something that doesn't happen too often. We wait on hold all the time. So if you get me, and that is important, because if something does happen with a claim or just a question or anything like that, it is very stressful time, or something you might not understand. So for me to be there as counsel, to be able to explain in layman's terms what that means is very important. And that could be something simple as an auto change, where hey, you're thinking about getting a car, or we're trading in cars, or something like that. Or it could be, hey, we're buying a new house, or hey, we got young drivers that are going to start in the next year or so, or something like that. And what does that mean for us, or as we move forward, or as we start a family and we might need life insurance or something like that. That I am here as a person to kind of communicate with, learn about you, and then be able to help you in any way that I can. So as I kind of got into what my job is, as I said that, my job changes every day based on what is happening. It could be as simple as quotes or things like that. As I start to work with somebody new, we learn about them, right? So questions, which, as anybody knows, it's hard for me to not be the one talking. But ask questions, learn about somebody, learn about what's important to them, what we're going to insure, what are some things that if we need to worry about or anything like that. If it's a personal, if it's a business, which often is some of my most exciting and favorite, is learning about other people's businesses and what they do, what they find important, or what they've, I'd love to sit with people and learn about their business and find ways to help them protect what they've worked so hard for. As part of that too is I don't like to say that price is important, but it is, but to have the best coverages for the best price. So knowing what's important, what things we should be covering, what an insured or a person might be all right risking, like if we're talking deductible, what can they, where do they feel comfortable, things like that. All that goes into a conversation that you're going to have, with your agent, and that I'm going to be able to best use that information to protect you and make sure that you are taken care of for whatever, might happen. It might be as simple as, like I said, auto changes or things like that, or it might be as a little different as, hey, we're going to buy rental properties, or we're looking at starting a business, and what does that mean, or all things like that. So anything and everything is kind of, that's where we come in. And often I might not be the first person that you contact, but somewhere down the line for me to have a conversation, whether it is, hey, we haven't spoken in a while, renewals coming up, has anything changed? And that might be able to spark a conversation of, oh yeah, we bought some jewelry, or we're thinking about putting an addition onto our house, or hey, we're thinking about starting this business and driving for Uber or whatever. And me knowing that, or being able to have that conversation, then can say, hey, we should do this, or hey, that's what this might mean moving forward, or things like that, right? Why is it important to have somebody like me? Everybody should have a guy, right? You always have a guy for different things, and I feel in the age where we're doing so many things online, right? You can buy insurance online through your phone or whatever, right? We don't have to mention any names or go through all these different companies now that you can buy direct from them and let you pick things out. But like anything, not that you don't know, but there's a saying, you don't know what you don't know, and my job is to know. So to be able to help you fill in those gaps and ask those questions and say, like, hey, something like this might not be covered. Or in the advent that something does happen, God forbid, like I said before, you don't often have claims all the time. So you don't know what could happen, what should happen. And that's where an agent can help you through the process to say, hey, this is what's going to happen. Somebody's going to call. And maybe after that conversation, you don't quite understand what the adjuster said or what's happening, and that's where you can call me and say, hey, I have a couple questions, and we can go over that to make sure that your mind's at ease. So yes, I feel like anything, it's very important to be able to have somebody to speak with, and with something like this, we're protecting stuff that you've worked so hard for or is important to you. I feel very strongly that you should be able to talk to somebody. You shouldn't have to wait on hold. You shouldn't have to have somebody not be there. It shouldn't be an email if you don't want it to be. It should be however you want. If that's a phone conversation, if that's an email, if that's a text message, that's what we are here for. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope everybody has a great week. I want to thank, today I have a co-pilot. Reese is back there. She is the part of the live studio audience. And I want to thank somebody for this magical hat here. And I hope everybody has a great week. Talk to you later. Thanks.